couple of weeks I've been editing a few videos that I hope to put up sometime this week. They go from the uneasy tensions between North and South Korea and the push for a peaceful Pyeongchang South Korean Winter Olympics, the 2020 Olympic Games, and a few new sports like 3-on-3 basketball, 1x400-meter mixed relay, and a bunch of others. Also, the passing of our legendary women's soccer coach, and future bids like Austria and India. During those days, I've also been watching, or at least listening to, a lot of sports like the UEFA Women's Euro Championship, which I hope Netherlands and Denmark play against each other and Netherlands gets the goal. Also, the Tournament of Championships, and some sports that are a little closer to home. I'm an elevator operator, and so in between guests, I would watch bobsled push championships, which is great to see that Alana Myers-Taylor will yet again be sledding for Team USA in World Cups and most likely in the Pyeongchang Olympic Games. And my neighbor, Gabby Armstrong, was out west competing in ski jump championships, which he hopes to be in the 2022 Winter Olympic Games. Now, I didn't get to see her compete, but in just like the push championships, I tried to watch as much as I could, but being an elevator operator at the 120-meter ski jumps and having tourists in between was a little difficult. Then on Sunday, I got to see 3 movies, like The Emoji Movie, Baby Driver, whoa, and Atomic Blonde. It's a solid movie, I just wish it was better. And on Monday, I spent time reviewing these videos, which you can see on my page, Sports and Movie Fanatic. My world stopped and took a complete, beautiful 360 as it was announced on Monday that the race for the 2024 Summer Olympic Games is over. Paris will host that. America has stepped down and will host the 2028 Summer Olympic Games. It's so exciting that this is happening. This is something I've been so excited about. Movies may be my love, but sports is my #1 passion. I've been waiting for something like this for a long time, and it will be a lot longer, but it's finally happening, and I hope to be alive when it happens. I'm more excited about this when I went to the movies to see Star Wars The Force Awakens, Rogue One, Wonder Woman, and soon to be Black Panther, which it would be epic to be able to go to the Winter Games in South Korea and see Black Panther on the big screen there. So let's talk about the bid and how it finally came down to this. On December 16th, 2014, the I.O.C announced that it would bid for the 2024 Summer Olympic Games, and it had 4 finalists for that bid: Boston, LA, San Francisco, and Washington, D.C. Then, on January 8th, Boston would host the 2024 Summer Games. On July 27th, 2015, Boston pulls out of that bid because of Mayor Marty Walsh refusing to sign a document that could put taxpayers at risk if the cost overruns, leaving only 2 months for the I.O.C to pick a bid city. Then on September 1st, 2015, with only 2 weeks before the deadline for the bids, LA is chosen. Now you have Rome, Paris, Budapest, Hungary, and LA as your bid cities. Then in November 29, 2015, Hamburg drops out because a major vote by residents opposing the bid. Can't have a bid if the people hosting it don't favor it. In February 16, 2016, LA 2024 unveils its new logo and the slogan, "Follow the Sun." In October 11, 2016, Rome suspends its bid for the 2024 Olympic Games because of the opposition from their new mayor, and it was never revived. I believe it was because they just came out of a horrible recession, and the view was never again. Then in December 8, 2016, Thomas Bach, president of the I.O.C, says, don't rule out awarding the 2024 and the 2028 games. He brought up the idea of revising the bidding process so that they could eliminate too many losers. And in February 22nd, 2017, another loser drops out of the bid, and that is Budapest. We go from 5 to 2 with the bid supposedly to be rewarded in September 13th, 2017. From February to March, Tony Estudian, the co-founder of the Paris Olympic Bidding Committee, made an ultimatum, basically saying that it is 2024 or nothing at all. And our committee did not give the similar ultimatum. We said, hey, we would like 2024, but we're kind of open to 2028. Reasoning is it's better to work with the I.O.C. than to demand something of the I.O.C., which I can agree. And Casey Wasserman also stated that they would not bring about bidding again if the city walked away empty-handed from the summer voting, which in June 9th pushes the I.O.C. committee members to award Paris one and LA the other in some form or fashion. 2 days later, they agreed that they needed to award these cities one of the two bids. Paris has strongly been viewed as the city to win the 2024 Olympic Games, primarily because it will be 100 years since Paris has hosted. History repeats itself. On LA's side, it will be the first time since 2002 since we as Americans hosted the Olympics. And by then, the world will want a more Western flavor to the Olympic Games because in 2018 we'll have the South Korean Olympics, followed by the Japanese Olympics, followed by the Chinese Olympics. Now London is not the only city that has hosted Summer Olympics 3 times. Paris and LA now get the chance to host 3 Summer Olympics. And like Mayor Eric Garcetti says, major step forward bringing the games back to our city for the first time in a generation. Another cool fact about this is in embracing of this 11-year waiting period and getting second place, LA has also garnered some other things from the I.O.C. and they are as follows. As the terms of the deal, the I.O.C. will advance funds to the Los Angeles Organizing Committee to recognize the extended planning period and to increase youth sports programs leading up to the games. The I.O.C. contribution could exceed $2 billion according to the LA officials. That figure takes into account the estimated value of existing sponsor agreements that would be renewed, as well as potential new marketing deals. And with the answer of the 2028 Olympics brings in a whole bucket load of new questions. LA is looking at the prospects of retooling its multi-billion-dollar plan for more than a decade into the future. It would face challenges from maintaining public interest to recasting deals for stadiums, arenas, and housing that would have been in works for months and even years. LA and Paris survived the bid for the Summer Olympic Games, but as cities fell because of the burden of hosting the Olympic Games can have cost overruns that can ruin a city or country. And these fears didn't just happen to us, it happened to the 3 other cities in Europe that pulled out. That Thomas Bach brought in because of the skyrocketing costs of the Sochi Games, which in this agenda allows cities and countries to co-host the games, which would alleviate costs of hosting. Now that this is all done, the I.O.C. can take a huge nap and focus more on Olympics already in process until they have to go through the bidding process again in 2032, which already Austria has an eye for that, but that's in a different video. And in closing, Los Angeles City Council President Herb Wasserman has the perfect wording. It's a win-win-win scenario. The opportunity to host the games is golden occasion further strengthening Los Angeles, not just through bricks and mortar, but through new opportunities for our communities to watch, play, and benefit from sport. Sport has been a big passion to me my entire life. It would mean the world to not possibly go to and participate in the future Olympics, but to actually participate in our own 2028 Olympic Games. And living here in Olympic Village, it just elevates that passion 10 times. As someone who started YouTube making my favorite rapper who saved my life, in a way saved my life, made a video about it, and from there started videotaping my local youth group. And we moved up here and I started making videos for that youth group. And I did like family videos and some videos from some friends, and then something happened, something fell out. I still wanted to make videos, but I didn't know what to do. Then it was announced that Quebec City, Canada wanted to host the Olympic Games, and they asked Lake Placid, and I was so super excited about that, and so I started making a video about that. And then from there I started making videos about stuff that I'm passionate about, which is sports. And now that we have the 2028 Olympic Games, I mean the world to go and participate in some extent. I mean, I've through the years seen my favorite YouTubers go from nobody, or maybe I met them at the beginning or part way, and now they're meeting the people they've always wanted to meet and doing the things they've always wanted to do. Like the various hosts from SourceFed, Black Nerd Comedy, Comic Historian, Philip DeFranco. There's been tons of outlets for video games, comic books, movies, beauty, news, but there hasn't been one for sport or Olympic news. Granted, there is the Olympic Channel. You can go and watch live streams of bobsled. There's not someone who reports on this stuff, or at least does their best to report on this when they can. Maybe this is an avenue I can, if I continue to be consistent with it, that will be rewarding in some fashion. So I'm super excited that we got this, and yeah, I hope consistency meets passion and passion meets results. See you later.